Fucking blows me away.
Why would it be gay?
Well, that's why you say no homo, because then it's not gay anymore. Alright. So last we left off, everyone had arrived at the colony capital, Western, in the lands of Lilthan, after a large, arduous travel of 3 months over the ocean. Finally making port after collecting a rather estranged tattoo artist that was stranded on an island with what seemed to be fish people that chased after you, quickly escaping with no intent to turn back or to find out what that was, due to the fact that there were so many coming after you. You managed to get her safely to land. She says that on her way... She says on her way inland that if she gets enough supplies that she'll give you a tattoo for free of your choice. As well as after turning in a ruby to one of the dock handler, Frederick, who had been keeping all the books, had given sufficient gold in change for the amount of
What the fuck?
Tattoo tick on tick. Fucking great plan. You also managed to get the dock tied for 3 days for the moment, as well as Jandrin and Illimar have eagerly gone into port with newfound freedom on land in a new area, and had joined some of the other sailors that were there in port as well to celebrate. Velnek, you managed to find what seems like... Oh my god. Take that dick inside your dick. Fucking... You managed to find the inn after Argent and Kesh found the dock keeper and paid him sufficiently at the local inn in Western. And it's simply named just Western's Hearth. For those, if I didn't give that the name.
What'd you say it was?
Western's Hearth. It's the 3-story buildings inn/home for what they consider to be a tavern, place to live temporary until they get proper houses built, or even just figure out if they wish to stay or go back on the trading ships before they leave.
Okay.
At this point, also, you asked Olivia Steiner for the oddity, but it was odd for a moment before she saw the Displacer Beast at your side for raw meat. At the same time, she kind of seemed a little offstandish from Flora, but still managed to get you your food stew. At this point now, also, Arjun and Kesh, you managed to find your way here and see the unique group that you've been traveling with rather easily in this colony. Also, I almost forgot, as well as you ran into one of the captains, Ruffet Wilkin, who had mentioned that the knight who's going to be presiding over these lands, who's at the fortress right now, might have use of the more tougher looking of people, seeing how he saw Flora and you specifically, and assumed that maybe the rest of the people you're traveling with might be of same gruff and quality.
Might be of help. Okay. A way to get our foot in the proverbial door. Oh.
Where's the door?
Oh! So, Ken, he dished out money last time. Yeah, I don't know if you were here for that.
How much?
148 gold and I think it was 9 silver, but that's some amount of silver.
I got 148 gold. 2 silver gained?
Yeah, I have exactly that.
Okay. Alright.
At this point, as everyone's kind of settling in for the group, you could see Olivia is over by the fire, stirring around the stew, making sure most of it doesn't burn, stays even. She keeps looking over towards the group a little nervously, but kind of keeps a happy look on her face.
Alright, so we're all just at the table. You guys be getting anything? I've got my food.
I think I'm fine for right now. Maybe I'll eat later. But anyways,
What's the plan?
Well, currently everybody is free to do what they want here. At least on this day. Maybe go drink, check out the town. Been a long voyage. Rest up, and then we'll try to get to work tomorrow.
I would imagine you would mention the town guard trainer.
Oh yes. I forgot they weren't here.
Yeah.
So.
none of us were here other than you.
No.
Flora
was here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, half and half.
That's racist.
Oh. You want to talk about racist?
Saying the doll's half a person.
No! I'm just... I need her for the fetish videos where it's just a doll and I'm, coming on it. Anyways.
Pathetic.
Ugh. Anyways. Earlier when I first arrived at the inn here, there was a guardsman. I believe he was one of the captains. He offered help get our foot in the door in this town. I figure tomorrow we'll go to the keep and see what we can do.
Well, I'm looking for work. That sounds interesting.
Stop slurping underneath the table. Excuse me, could you please not be underneath our table?
Ah, sorry.
No! Keep going.
Oh god.
He just like...
Excuse me?
What? Nothing.
Please, not at the table. I don't think this is good manners.
Well, I'm gonna pay the... I'm gonna get up and be like, I'm going to look around at the town. I'm gonna, pay up. What I need.
As she
Well,
Go ahead, kid.
Captain, yeah, she'll just keep calling you Captain.
Okay.
Will you be back in the tavern later?
No, I might go back to the ship.
Okay, that's a shame. The first night on dry lands and you go back to the ship.
Just not very comfortable yet. At least I know there's only one way on the ship.
At least the earth doesn't rock back and forth over here.
That would be weird. That would be weird, as he says as he's leaving.
I was referring to the ship.
Perhaps he finds it soothing.
So he's going to go see what his two friends are doing.
His left and right hand.
My left hand, my right hand.
When you go to the docks to find where you left Ilmar and Chandran,
Well, they ran off, if I remember right.
Yeah, they immediately went to like talk with some of the sailors and other dockhands, and you saw them kind of like start trying to find the closest place to a drinking joint in this area. So you go exploring the town, but Olivia kind of looks at all three of you and very, very nervously at Flora, almost like she's unnerved by her, and asks if Argent and Kesh would like anything to eat or drink for the time being.
Yeah, I'll take the heartiest thing on the menu and add in some extra meat.
Right away. And for you? She looks to Argent.
I know she's pretty, boy. Let's speak up.
Something close to what she's having, but a lot less.
There you go. Got an appetite on ya.
So she quickly goes and fixes up the stew, adds some more beef in there as well, and then you see her bring over one of the larger bowls for Kesh, and then kind of what would probably seem petite compared to Kesh's bowl to Argent.
Even your bowl is bigger.
Keshi like takes her bowl and like her fork or spoon or whatever she has, and like definitely puts like a big piece of meat in Argent's bowl. Like she just dumps a big piece of meat in his bowl.
It's almost as big as my hand.
It's the only way you're gonna get stronger, boy.
If you insist.
You have to eat all the eggs. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think there's any eggs in here.
That's a beam.
Oh, God.
I don't know what this meme you speak of. Are you feeling well?
Oh, God. So, as Olivia kind of steps away, she kind of casts a few more glances at Flora. You could tell, definitely unnerved by you.
Is there something on my face?
Of course not. You're just a very large woman. She kind of just dips her head a little and then goes back to her remedial tasks. In between everything and keeping the inn. And, you see occasionally a few other people coming up and down the stairs. Person who looked like they were carrying a harp, others that look like they're traveling herbalists and such with bags of plants and other odds and ends, other people who just seem to be coming back that look like they're returning from a long hike, clothes pretty dirty, but they seem to be carrying quite a few large maps and other items. Oh, God.
Just read that.
It's fucking terrifying.
Is this weird? It's gotta rotate slowly, too.
Just like while maintaining eye contact during the rotation. And like bends the backs, and like on the back foot into the rotation, the eye contact is still maintained.
The unshifting face and the head just like angles perfectly to match you.
It's like a balanced camera tripod. It never stops looking.
Fucking. As you go around town, Velnak, you do notice that even though the majority of the population is human, you do notice a few odds and ends here and there. A few gnomes, a couple dwarves, elves. Nothing really outlandish, kind of seems very common for the amount that you've seen. You've probably seen more differentiation in Waterdeep when you were there trading. Though on most notes, out of all the people that you see around town, the oddest one, you would see this, as he's kind of patrolling around with what you assume is the town guard.
Oh my god, that's a dwarf on a bear.
Yep.
Mad props to the hood, yo.
You could see him having a pretty hearty chuckle with some of the other younger lads. You could tell his entire crew is fairly young, fresh. None of their armor and blades look like they're even really worn or weathered at all. You could probably easily assume that this man's been set to kind of keep them in line and watch over them for the time being as they're ascending towards night/guard. At this point,
That is a cool image.
It's just not a fucking bear.
yeah,
What a goddamn man.
bear rider.
Where did he get his own bear?
He's truly
Bring
the
it.
bareback rider.
Who's the bear?
Oh, bear.
I'm leaving really hard. Wait, Josh, I know what to do!
Oh no.
Don't molest the bear.
No. Alright, so
This is illegal.
oh god. As you're going around, Brad, you find probably where you'd assume Jandred and Elmar had gone, because it seems to have the more saltier of the men going in and out of this place, and there's quite a large amount of them at the front waterfront itself. It's called the Salty Hag, right on the front docks.
Salty hag.
You can see all sorts of various types of barrels going in and out. Some empty, others full, some that are being sold to different ships, even though it seems to be kind of like the food emporium for most of the traveling and trade ships here. You can see that there's one person who seemed to have purchased an entire barrel of pickled eggs and has just left it out
God.
in the open for everyone to just grab at as they're there.
That's fucking crazy.
Barrel.
Out of the majority of it, though, you do see kind of one person who coasts by you. Seems a little bit odd, but she also seems to have a bird kind of perched on her hand.
No,
What the fuck?
not the
He's
bird.
referring to the image.
Oh, that no, Brad, you sick fuck.
Oh, I thought that was the meme that was happening. I'm sorry.
No.
Josh would never do that to you.
I'm never.
The
Yes, he
drama is
would.
too real.
Well,
Yes,
I
of
could.
course.
I totally could. Like, you know, she appears on the ship when you. No. Out of the majority, you can tell she seems pretty well versed. Her attire shows that, you know, she may be versed in the way of dueling as well. She has her obvious hunter hawk with her, as she seems to be heading out from the bar area and going towards the more forested section of town.
Okay, she could go over there. I'm not following her. I'm here for my pals.
As you kind of go in, you look around. You can see Jandrin and Ilmar having a nice drink. They're just chatting it up with a few of the sailors that are there. Jandrin seems to have managed to land one of the girls there and is talking her up quite a bit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, he's picking him a bitch.
There you go.
Pick him a bitch.
Oh.
Yo, dude. She looks like she could really rough him up.
You give a good look. As you look her up and down, you could tell she definitely looks like one of the people who'd definitely be around the docks more, maybe even on a ship. Kind of dressed
Around the docks more.
Looks like she knows her way around a mast.
It's true.
Probably in more ways than one.
God. But no, you see those two having a chat. Ilmar's kind of showing off for the moment with a board of throwing knives there in the bar, and you see him kind of showing off his skills and just how to flick the blade right to get it to stick better.
My men are doing so well. Oh. My men are goons. I can't handle them right now.
Did you just call somebody a goon?
You called
My
these
men.
two guys goons.
They're so
One
good.
goon two.
Is it because they're black?
Wow! Racist?
Fuck.
Nibba, please.
Oh.
Why is my
Oh,
gun?
it's my new cereal, nigga.
Not open?
No. At least they don't say crunch-tize me, Cap. Because you're always so serial.
No! I quit.
I know.
No, my gun.
Fucking serial murderer.
Okay. Can I attach a laser sight to my bow?
I think you'd have to invent the laser sight first.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, a magical arcane illusion that just constantly points a red beam. Shouldn't be too hard. But every single time you do it, it's just constantly that noise. So, unless there's anything else or any other parts of the town that people might want to wander, the day would pass with relative ease. Everyone's kind of, relaxed and just having a good time. Town seems fairly calm aside from the rowdy dock areas.
I'm gonna come back to the bar, but I kind of want to go check out these mines.
Oh,
Well, the beginnings of the mines.
as from the distance that you saw, because you saw them carving into the rock face to try and make an easier path, and obviously laying down from a distance of what you could tell minecart tracks.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty obvious that walking out there, you'd probably have to go through what looks like the more boggy marsh area to reach it.
Okay.
For the time being, it's very obvious, though. They seem to be spending kind of like every day carving out pieces. You can see people in the distance. One person seems to kind of stand out the most. He's quite literally twice the size of most of the men you see going back and forth in those areas.
Nice.
But in estimation from the amount of forest and the distance that you see, probably take like a good day just going through the marsh, just because you don't know the terrain to get to the mines themselves.
Okay.
For the time being, you could see them kind of loading up like small sail ships, not too much, closer to dinghies really, to transport the ore back and forth to some sections of the dock.
Okay, alright.
Okay, alright.
At this point, though, you're kind of walking around, just checking out the area. You do kind of notice one man is kind of heavily cloaked, but seems to be kind of lingering near you.
Heavily cloaked and lean.
Yeah.
He's gonna ask if you're looking for a good time.
Is he asking me if I'm looking for a good time? Oh, no, it's Diablo. He came into the game. I knew it.
He's
The stranger.
He wants your soul.
I shit myself.
Oh no! He doesn't want it anymore. That shit's filthy.
Do I notice him like right away? For like a little bit.
As you kind of walked out a little bit to get a better view, you do notice him because he doesn't really seem to be joining in too much with the camaraderie. He just seems to be kind of dead set. You notice that after you kind of watch it, the angle of the hood shifts from you, kind of shifts to your other brethren, Ilmar and Jandrin.
Okay.
Oh, dude, he's a snitch.
I want to leave and see if he follows me out.
Want to buy some meth?
Actually, I do.
You want to buy some skooma?
So.
Oh,
right.
real quick, guys. Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
Sorry. Just a funny story happened to me at 7-Eleven I totally forgot to tell you guys about. It'll be real quick. Alright. So I'm at 7-Eleven and I'm going up to return a movie at Redbox and rent a movie.